folks? What's going on, folks? Can you hear me out there, folks? Give me a 1, give me a 2. Give me an F if you can hear me out there, folks. You could be just talking to empty cyberspace. Golly. All right, we got a connection. Fine. Holy Jesus Christ, finally. Fuck. Fucking laptop. I don't know if it's a laptop. StreamYard, every time I go to do share screen, it just fucking blacks out and bombs. So I don't know what's going on. I do apologize. Here we are a half hour into it, but boy, what a show do I got planned. If we can only get it going. Golly gee. And thank you, by the way, a couple of people that have contributed to my journey to a new computer. So if you want to help get over these hurdles, the link is below. But anyways, let's see. I'm going to try it here. I'm going to try it. Fuck it. We're doing it live. I'm going to see if I can go to full screen or share screen. If I disappear, I will be back. Hold your breath. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, the gods are playing games with me tonight. Chilling. The gods are playing games with me tonight. I know the first thing that I'm going to do before I disappear again, because I've been waiting for this. There we go. Of course. Look at that. First, number one, thanks for the kind words. Number two, I drink Heineken, not Guinness. Get that shit straight. And number three, yes, thank you for winding up Vaughn Hilton. Did you guys see that performance last night? The whole G-Man pretrial. I know a lot of you guys did. Oh my goodness, there was some gold in that, especially the section with Dragnot. We're gonna skim through that. Hopefully, if I can get this shit working. But there was a second hangout that G-Man pulled off the air, and a big shout out to Irv Ruined His Own Life, aka Vaughn Ruined His Own Life, for actually capturing that and putting it up. And there is just so much Lulz gold in there. Not so much raging, just utter stupidity dropping out of both of their mouths. But there's some fine Vaughn Hilton moments in there. By the way, I contacted cousin Larry. I'm trying to fit as much in here as I can before I crash again. But I contacted Uncle Larry and I asked him if maybe he knew about this new lottery winning. Seems that none of the families heard about Vaughn winning the lottery. Now, Vaughn may have kept that secret. I doubt it. But he was very interested in watching the new unboxing videos. Now, if you'll go back in time, folks, anybody with 2 eyes and a brain cell and knows anything about Vaughn Hilton was crawling last Thursday. They were calling it. We called it here. I guess Grampy and Father Judgment had a little powwow about it, but we all saw what was going on, and we had deduced that Vaughn Hilton had already purchased things and come up with a lottery story as a last-minute cover. He thought he was being quite clever. Folks, that was Thursday night. By Friday, Vaughn Hilton was uploading unboxing videos. Well, one at least. To his bittube.tv account. Less than 24 hours after being called out on it. Oh, goodness. That is good. So, I don't know how to. I'm a little bit trigger shy here to try to screen share again. I don't know what to do. Actually, what I'm going to do, there's a plan. I have a plan B and a plan C. I'll run it by you folks. You always got to have backups for situations like this. Now, plan B, which I'm going to try right now, is I'm going to throw a link out. If anybody wants to come in, just shoot the shit, co-host, do whatever the case may be. We can kill some time and maybe your screen share will work. And we can take a look at a video or two while I'm getting this shit going. If all else fails, I could always just kill this stream and open a new one with OBS or something, but that's a resource hog on this old laptop. It's chugging along. So I tell you what, that way if I do in the background, I'm trying to get screen share to work, at least someone can just like share a video or something, so there's something going on while I'm rebooting. What is happening, folks, and this has happened before, I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing or if it's my computer thing or what. Usually it runs smooth, and I cleaned the computer, ran maintenance today to make sure everything's good, and I always reboot the computer. But when I hit the share screen option, it'll show me my 2 options, and then it'll blink black, and it'll go back and forth. It'll go black screen to the screen on black, and I got to move fast enough and select, and it'll go black. Go down and hit share audio, it'll go black, and then hit share. And if I do that fast enough, it comes up and everything's good for the rest of the show. But if I'm not fast enough and my cursor is lagging, then it just goes black, cuts me out, and the stream goes black. That's what's happening. So I don't know what the fix is exactly. If that's and it doesn't do it all the time. It just seems to be sometimes. I've reported it to StreamYard. I don't know what the answer is. So let me get a link going here. Put that out there. Because you guys just don't want to listen to me all night. We're here for the lulz, and there was some gold. There was some. Oh fuck! I was splitting my sides. I was splitting my sides last night watching that whole thing go down. I dare say the second stream was almost better. And what the funniest thing of it all was that Vaughn Hilton, just every time he had a chance to talk, he tried to spin it to a pity party for him. But of course, G-Man wasn't having none of that because that's his platform to play victim, right? And by the second stream, he's telling Vaughn that. He's like, we're not here to talk about your kids. And he takes him right off camera. Like more than once. It's hilarious. And every time Vaughn gets to talk, he tries to spin. And you hear them, two of them at once are talking to Dragnot. Vaughn Hilton's demanding an apology for, I guess, apparently his hand in the kids being removed again. But how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing out there? What's going on? Yeah, the apology. At the same time, in stereo, talking over G-Man, and G-Man, like this, the clash of egos, folks. It's coming. We know it's coming. We can already see the frustration mounting in both of them. How dare you take over G-Man's pity party? Yeah, he got booted a lot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, there was enough going on with the whole Shani's, her battle with Irate Alex and the world right now. I was going to cover some of that, but that got covered pretty well. And then just, I don't know. Last night was just, it was like, it's hours of it. Hours of it. We got Targeted Citizen out there, too. He's saying that not only are they stealing tools, now they're putting tools back in his shed. We got Paulie here. Let's bring Paulie up. What's going on, Paulie?
Am I up?
You're up. You're live.
Woo. How's it going, bud?
Well, it's rolling along here.
Sounds exciting for sure. So how close are you to your goal of having a new fucking machine, man?
Oh, I'm probably about 3 or 4 months off. We'll get there. We'll get there.
So are we talking like, I don't know, like $1 a day at 3 or 4 months or what?
Yeah, if we're getting there. Well, no, I have beans. If worse comes to worse, I can get it quicker than later.
Is, how big a contribution could I make to make this happen faster for you, bud?
Listen, folks, it's whatever. I'm not really that worried about it. I can handle it if I gotta. We're all good. $5, $10. 10 people gave $10. That would get me a keyboard and a fucking mouse.
You're gonna need more than a fucking keyboard, clearly.
Well, no, I mean, I will be putting in the bulk of getting this computer system. That's my purchase. Just there's been people that asked for the link, so I put it out there. But I'll be getting one. I don't know when. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Someday.
Yeah, well, it happens, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Actually, my life hasn't been majorly impacted by anything because I still work, and I work by myself, and I work on the weekends, and I hate people, so I never go out, and I do my grocery shopping once a week. That's about it. Other than that, I wait in line sometimes.
Well, I've spent years not going fucking anywhere, so I've gotten kind of acclimated to it, and I think I'm on week 7 at home now. So it's kind of interesting just being alone that much, right? Because Abby's at work every fucking day. Mm-hmm. But other than that, other than just keeping myself company, it hasn't been too bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it is what it is. I would like to make a correction out there in the text. I do not spend all my money on weed because now that it's legal, I grow my own weed. Thank you very much. What's going on, Wilson?
Hello. So, this picture of Paulie, shirtless as he may be, not nearly as satisfying as Billy from the Geek Room rubbing his own nipples on G-Man stream. That was priceless.
Well, if it's any consolation, I was not doing a display there. I was just drinking beer on the boat.
So, Wilson,
you're a handsome man.
So, Wilson, I know you've been watching this whole fucking meltdown go down the pretrial last night. What's your takeaway?
Oh, good God. Yeah, G-Man did not like how that stream went. Because it started off with him and Veckel. Because he couldn't be bothered to get Rand Campbell to do the pretrial, which Rand Campbell invented. And Veckel's whole like opening was like, okay, what's going on? Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out. Within the first 20 minutes, Veckel's done. Like he wants no part of it. So Veckel dips.
Mm-hmm.
Right after he does the whole geek room thing. Second person he brings up is TJ Kirk. Because, of course, he's still relevant.
Now, by TJ Kirk, you mean Amazing Atheist?
Yeah, the Amazing Atheist.
Right.
The only person that brought up an offense for TJ Kirk was, I want to say his name was like Red Shot Sherwood.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, and his whole defense was like he kind of made you famous.
Yeah, which is a valid point. Well, I thought just kind of because that's kind of when I came in. I started watching the whole thing go down, and it was just kind of funny. It's like I'm going to name someone now, someone else come in and defend them, and if no one comes in and defend them, you admit that fucking blah 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 whatever. Right? Like, it's just it was silliness. The whole thing was silliness.
Well, the third person that came in was David Weiser.
Mm-hmm.
G-Man didn't like that because David Weiser told him, like, dude, no, stop doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not the Christian thing to do. And G-Man's, like, trying to argue it, and David Weiser, I actually gained respect for him. Like, this is a man who basically bought a black man about 2 years ago. He got a wrench on G-Man's channel, and about a year ago, it got taken away. Because he started calling out G-Man for going after Shani, then defending Shani, then going after her again, then defending her again, whatever. Like, David started, like, quoting Bible passages at G-Man. He shut that shit down real fast.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, the next person that came in was Brucifer. Bruce. You might not know him.
Yeah. We know Bruce. Yep.
He said the same thing. That triggered him even more. And at that point, he was 110% G-Man. And after that, it was the dumpster fire that it became.
Yeah, definitely it turned into a dumpster fire. Let's see if we can get this going again, because I do want to show some video from it. And Mr. Hilton was in top form. Pearls of wisdom being thrown out there. Surely.
I mean, all Dragnot had to do was apologize.
Oh man, when they were both going at him at the same time, neither one of them would shut up. It's like, whose pity party do you pay attention to? Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that.
Well, like, the one thing I do really respect Dragnot for doing was he went in and he wanted to talk to True Empiricism because True Empiricism just lost a dog.
Okay.
And that's what he wanted to talk to True about. And then fucking Vaughn started yelling at him. He's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I want to talk to True. I'm sorry about Luna. That was True's dog. And like it's a fucked up thing that Drag explained to me about how the dog got lost. Because long story short, he lost a dog. That sucks.
Okay, yeah.
But Vaughn's making it about him because, of course,
Vaughn was making the whole thing. That was hilarious the whole night. Every time he got to talk, and then G-Man is just getting so frustrated. He's just like, Vaughn, it's not about your kids, and like just starts booting him.
And when Drag comes on, he's like, "So, are you guilty or not guilty?" I'm neither, because you three bitches can't fucking judge me.
Yeah, it was some good stuff. All right, you guys just Excuse me for a second because I may disappear. If I disappear, you guys must keep the torch going until I come back. No pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm going to see if I can get this working. If not, I will just go blank and I'll be back in a few minutes. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm going in. Oh, here
Crossing
we go.
my nuts.
Yeah, it's going black. Yeah, I'm going to crash in a minute. Oh, fucker, come on.
So is it just on the YouTube side that does that, or is it here in StreamYard too?
No, it's the StreamYard.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with StreamYard lately.
Come on, fucker.
Well, at least we can tell if you're still here that way.
Well, he might drop out.
Or not. So, Wilson, I missed it, man. Give me some more of the fucking highlight reel.
Oh, the after show. Good fucking God. That was a train wreck. Like, G-Man pulled that shit right after it was done.
Yeah, I went back to look and there was nothing there. So I figured whatever it was either really good or really bad.
It started off really bad, and God love her, like Christina Blackfeather, like she tried to rein G-Man in. Like she told him, like, stop saying this shit. Because in the geek room, like Dragnot had hinted that someone is going to be serving G-Man papers about harassment. Didn't mention names, didn't mention who it might be. G-Man fires back, I might have corona, so whoever is going to serve me papers, I'm going to cough on them. Because that's a bright fucking thing to do. He does that again in his after show. Christina and somebody else, I don't know who he is, they both tell him, don't say that. He hides them both. And he openly says, by himself, if anyone serves me papers, I might have corona, I will cough on you. When he brings them back in, one dude says, that's a 5-year prison sentence. I don't care about that. I live in Jersey.
He is a wild card, man.
No, he's a fucking idiot.
I mean, you just never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the worst possible thing someone could say, and he'll top it.
Like, a point I brought up in the geek room was, like, when it comes to people like Shani and Vaughn, it's really easy to laugh at them because there's kids involved. When it comes to G-Man, YouTube is all he has. And after a certain point, it just becomes sad. Because
yeah, I watch very little of anything that he does just because of that.
Well, like he did a recent spot on the Geek Room where like he claimed he was trolling, and it was literally him having a fucking mental breakdown. Where he was just saying random shit. Like, to the point where he said he loved bukkake.
Like, I mean, pitching or catching?
Catching. Didn't know what it was, he just said he loves bukkake. Didn't know what the fuck it meant. But
Man,
he loves
needs
it.
some Hot Wheels cars.
He needs something because he doesn't have a wife anymore. He doesn't have a kid anymore.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Impersonations are great. I'm kind of confused, though. I don't know what Secular's doing here, man. Like, when I use StreamYard, I link it directly to fucking YouTube. And, like, when people make comments on the video in YouTube, it comes up in the StreamYard. So, and that's not happening. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with StreamYard just completely shutting down my entire shit. Like sometimes StreamYard just says fuck life and just stops.
Free shit, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, we should be on Canadian StreamYard, so that should be socialized.
Right. Somebody should be paying for it.
Yeah.
I do not buy beer in green bottles. All of the green bottle beer tastes like grass to me.
A Rolling Rock every once in a while is kind of refreshing.
And I have friends that feel that way. To me, it's like just eating a fucking clump of grass I just cut.
I did kind of give Dragnot shit because, according to Dragnot, he claimed that Secular drinks that gross beer Guinness. Guinness is not gross. Guinness is delicious.
I got to tell you, if I were going to drink a higher up the food chain ale, I would just as soon have Bass Ale as opposed to Guinness.
Bass is good. When it comes to ale, like I'm a fan of Newcastle myself. Like that's my standard like go-to ale.
I am not that big of a fan of any of them. I don't really have a go-to. There's some that just aren't as bad as others.
You're a Beast Ice kind of guy, aren't you?
I really prefer vodka.
Yeah. So basically, you just have no palate.
No, I'm very picky about my vodka as well, right? Like Kettle One, Tito's. In fact, right now I'm on the Kettle One Botanicals, which is really, really nice if you dig peach and orange blossom.
Have you had Buckeye vodka?
Who, Buckeye?
Yeah.
No.
It's made in Ohio. It's actually not that bad. And like I'm not a fan of vodka, but it actually has like a taste to it.
All right, I'll write that one down.
But like I'm sipping on bourbon right now.
I don't do well drinking brown things. Any scotches or whiskey, any if it's tequila, even if it's brown. I don't care for the flavor of the barrel that it ages in. I understand that that's the purpose of it, right? Like, that's what makes them all distinct. But I would rather just have clear liquor. So I buy, like, I'll drink Don Julio Blanc, fucking just give me the blue agave.
Yeah, like I can do like white tequila. That's about it. I'm not Patron. I do not like Patron.
I don't like Patron. I don't either. Well, Sammy Hagar doesn't have too bad a tequila. I was actually impressed with that.
Yeah, Cabo Wabo is actually pretty good.
Thunderbird. You know what Thunderbird is? Thunderbird is fucking sake with an American label on it. George Bush Pimps, by the way. He's the one that made that reference, and he's absolutely right.
I mean, I've had good sake, but to compare it to Thunderbird, nah, I can't do that.
Huh. Look at the fucking Mort out there like he's spending somebody else's money. Sometimes Maker's Mark, but mostly Jack Daniels. Sometimes.
That's two different things.
Sometimes.
Well, Maker's Mark is bourbon and Jack Daniels is Tennessee whiskey.
And it's nasty.
Jack Daniels is disgusting.
I guess if you had to shoot it up, it all does taste the same. Now, see, I would argue my favorite 2020 of the Mad Dog was the Orange Jubilee. I like that one the most.
I do kind of miss my Mad Dog days.
Yeah, fuck, those were the days where if you got your hands on a bottle of peppermint schnapps, you would drink that garbage too, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm having a successful garden.
What you growing?
I got 11 different kinds of tomatoes, 7 or 8 different types of peppers, cucumber, yellow and green straight neck squash, corn, 3 different kinds of carrots in different colors as well, white onion, red onion, vandalias, cabbage, broccoli, all kinds of greens, chards and fucking spinach and lettuce and all that good shit. I dug up half of the fucking yard this year. I did not mess around.
Very nice. I do have some tomatoes growing in. I have, I think, 2 green peppers that are coming in nicely, and I have 1 jalapeno.
Outstanding. I couldn't find any black tomatoes this year. I was kind of pissed off about that. I'm probably just going to have to order them online.
Well, I mean, Ohio's fucking weather right now is fucking stupid because I think right now it's about 40 degrees and it's almost May.
Yeah, and we're having the same shit, man. I mean, like, 75 degrees during the day and then dipping down. I think the low tonight is 43. But they say we've got a cold front coming through next week, and yeah, I think everybody in the Midwest is in the same position.
I mean, it might as well be summer vacation in, Clay County, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Someone's on vacation.
So, any word on kids? Has anybody heard anything yet?
He does not know where his kids are and has not spoken to them. And they've been gone since, I believe, February.
Yeah, it's interesting because usually if unless there's some sort of protective order that happens, children that are in foster are allowed to visit with their parents.
Well, a certain someone brought up the fact that Vaughn keeps on mentioning that the district attorney won't speak to him. Like, won't return his calls, won't actually address whatever allegations he's trying to, levy on people. That's probably for one reason, and that's because he might be under investigation.
Oh, potatoes. I'm doing potatoes this year too.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I would imagine state's attorney, district attorney, whoever the fuck it is, has probably had it up to the top of their head with his bullshit over the years.
I mean, I'm sure that Vaughn's going to ride this whole lockdown thing, which I don't even think that Kentucky is in because Ohio's not in it. Like, we're not on lockdown. Like, I still have a job. It sucks because my hours have basically been cut in half. But I can
Nobody's
leave my
on
house.
lockdown, right? Let's just square that away. Nobody is on fucking lockdown.
I can't say for certain because I don't live anywhere else.
Well, no, I mean, no one has given an order for a lockdown. Right? A lockdown means go to your cell and we're closing the fucking door.
Yeah.
You know, language matters in this case, right? A recommendation to stay your ass at home is just that, you know.
I mean, I'm sure that Vaughn doesn't leave his fucking house because, of course, Vaughn doesn't leave his fucking house. Look at him. He hasn't changed his shirt in 3 days.
Hey, man, saves money on the laundry.
Well, so does not taking a shower because at this point he has shiny hair.
Well, look, I don't know what the hell's going on in other states. It's too much to try to keep track of. But I'll tell you, as far as I know, I'm in the only state where the governor is not facing one or two, but a third lawsuit now over this stay-at-home order lasting more than 30 days.
I had brought up in a another stream I had popped in the chat with. I had my first taste of a like. I don't even know how to describe him. Like a COVID protester. Like I took my dad to Kroger, and on our way out, this dude like tried to take the mask off my dad, saying like, "Don't be a sheep."
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Oh yeah. Like he tried taking the mask off my dad, saying like, "Don't be a sheep," and I quickly put him on his fucking ass. I'm like, I don't care what you're fucking protesting. Don't do that. Like, you don't touch my fucking family.
Yeah, personal space still matters, right?
Yeah. And apparently he had about 4 or 5 people like chasing him out of Kroger. Like telling him to get the fuck out because apparently he was doing that in the fucking store.
Well, the sad part is this is just going to get worse. You know, I mean, it the people that are like that, and I have friends like that myself. I have one of two friends. One of them I'm very close with. I've known the guy since, you know, the mid 80s. I met the dude in Florida and he lives up here now. You know, I mean, I've known the dude for a long time. His best friend is married to one of my sisters, and he led a protest weekend before last down on the square, and I don't know, they might have had 50 fucking people show up, which means 67,000 stayed home or something. So that was pretty cool. But, you know, I mean, these guys, they can only see as far as the horizon is, and they can't look past it. And I'm just going to say this out loud for everybody. Anybody that thinks that someone's in control at this point is fucking deluded. No one knows what the fuck to do. No one knows what they are doing. Everybody seems to have forgotten history that seems to happen about every 100 fucking years around here, where we face something like this, and it's going to go on for a long fucking time. And get the language of get back to normal out of your fucking head, because there is no more normal anymore. What was normal is fucking gone, and it's done. And there will be a new thing that we'll get to.
Oh, well, apparently you have not seen Vaughn's newest video where he knows for a fact that COVID-19 was cooked up in a lab, because he has some French guy telling him that.
I'm about 90% confident that it was cooked up in a lab, but I don't buy into his bullshit of it being a control mechanism, that it was released on the human fucking populace on purpose. But as tricky as this virus is, it definitely has some hallmarks of being fucked with. So take that for whatever it is.
Well, I mean, he's also said on Brett Keen's stream that, you know, they doctor the numbers. Like, if you go into a hospital with fucking typhoid and you got a touch of COVID, if you die, they mark it down as COVID.
And that is happening. Our medical examiner here in the state of Illinois, during a press conference with the governor, said, look, you know, if somebody is, you know, in the hospital with something and they get this fucking coronavirus and they die, we're counting it as a coronavirus death. And I don't have a problem with that. The people that are arguing this don't, like I said, they only see as far as the horizon. Let me give you an example, right? let's say hypothetically that the Mort out in chat, let's say Lamort's mom has stage 4 lung cancer, right? And Lamort's mom gets in a car wreck and gets the steering column impaled through her fucking lungs, right? What killed his mom? It was the trauma from a car accident, right? It wasn't stage 4 lung cancer. So I don't care if you have fucking lung cancer. If you get this shit and you die, that's what killed you. You know, it seems like such a no-brainer to me. I live in Quincy, Buck.
I kind of feel bad now because
By the way,
apparently,
Mort, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I was just apologizing, Mort. You were the first name that just popped up in my head. I didn't mean to use you an example. I hope your mom is doing well, bud.
I was just gonna say that I kind of feel bad because apparently secular stream turned into the fucking poly volleyball show.
You're such an attractive volleyball, though.
I'm all right.
Yeah, Buck, I'm pretty certain that we have communicated in the past. Been around here since Jesus was a private. Now he's still living in his mom's trailer in the front yard.
Buck's good people, but like you've heard me drunk, and I'm sorry, Buck, but like you're 10 times me. Like I'm pretty drunk right now, and yeah, I've heard Buck at least 10 times worse than I am. Oh,
There, he's back.
The man behind the mask. I thought I had an idea. I was going to run an old version of Manicam and just run it through my dock window for video and audio, but it's so fucking old, it doesn't play MP4s.
Yeah, MP3. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, it plays like Windows movie files and shit, right?
Yeah, but WMAs or whatever they're called.
And it's because I purposely went back to an old version of Manicam because there was a while there it was actually cool. They give you a bunch of features and it was actually useful, right? But then they changed it to you had to pay for it. So I went and got an old version of Manicam, but I got it too old. It won't fucking play MP4s. So anyways, we can shoot the shit for a bit, or I can just I don't know if people out there want me just to shut it down and then rebroadcast with OBS. Let me know in the chat. If not, we'll just shoot the shit. And yeah, what have you guys been talking about?
Drunkenness, what kind of liquors we were going to drink. Mort's mom getting killed in a car wreck. It was hypothetical, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, and the attractive fucking ball sitting here with me.
yeah, we cut our cams on. We compared baby carrots.
Yes.
Very fun. Yes, yes.
So I don't know. Does anybody else want to try a screen share? Maybe share a video from the interwebs or something?
I'm on my phone right now, so I can't.
You son of a bitch.
I could probably give it a shot. Give me a second.
All right.
Gotta figure out how to do that when I'm not the host.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think guests can do it. Pretty sure. Done that before. So I'm gonna get another drink. I'm leaving my mic open.
Is there a video that you would like to see, Secular?
He's gone.
Leaving his mic open, but fuck his speakers, right?
Yeah. How would you like to see the first ever shout out to Kentucky CPS? Collie?
Yeah.
You drop me a link and I'll play whatever.
It'll be a link and a timestamp. Give me 1 second.
All right, here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. What are we watching?
Shout out to Kentucky CPS, I think.
Okay.
The first ever.
Ooh.
All right. So, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like,
Oh, you can just take it from the top, buddy. Wherever we really had no direction going at all.
no, I meant the video. I don't know what you guys are playing. Yeah,
Oh, I have no clue either. I'm interested.
Yeah. I think only Wilson knows.
Okay. Well,
And he's clearly not going to give us any fucking spoilers.
no. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm on the edge of my seat. But what's the deal with Vaughn always saying he's gonna sue his trolls? Like, how long has he been doing that?
No, he's since
That's what
fucking since the dawn of the internet. As far as I can
Since
tell.
before the internet, since when he was using his 300 baht modem to tying into fucking BBS, dude. That's how long.
Oh shit! Damn. Well, that's
Back in the days of Procom.
it was like back in the day when he was the Punisher.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was in the civilian sector at that time.
Oh, all right. Or like when he was still inventing the stealth bomber. Was that what he said he invented, the stealth bomber? Or was it the blueprints?
Well, he didn't really invent the stealth bomber. It had everything to do with just being a strategic space fucking vehicle. Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this Vaughn dude is a very interesting character.
Yeah, you could say that. And Jim, he was not beta testing Oracle. He was beta testing the fucking Oracle. Okay, the.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you know, the bald chick that sees the future, right? The Oracle.
Oh. All right. I think the only thing I like about Vaughn is his singing videos. I think that's the highlight of any in my day when I hear him sing. His sweet vocals.
I tried watching this most recent bit shoot, man, and I get so frustrated that I'll just turn it on and I'll immediately walk away and just like listen to shit. And I couldn't even do that today. I was about 4 minutes in and just fucking shut the thing off and went back to no sound.
Well, you can say that's more than most are willing to put up with.
He's gonna be real mad when he finds out I have the kids.
What?
Fuck, he'll probably be relieved. It's like, finally. Jesus.
I don't know. Once he finds out I got the extra $1,500 from the stimulus, I bet he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, Trump helped you buy his kids. Obama raised them, and Trump helped you buy them.
Damn.
It's a double slap in the face.
60 grand. Yeah, see, that's some
Hell of a
bullshit.
narrative.
Because they made those numbers up. It was 30.
No, I mean inflation.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but the valuation of his children has actually went down.
Yeah.
Appreciated.
I don't think even two of them are his, to be honest with you. I think you're only getting one Hilton.
There is some interesting correlation there. I will say that.
To say the least.
Did you get that message, Paulie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you sent it on
Discord. We might see the very first shout out to Kentucky CPS.
All I gotta say is this better be fucking worth it. This is better. This has got to be fire because this has been like. All right, let's see what it is.
I'm doing my best here. Give me a second now.
Nah, that's what kind of night it is, folks.
I'm sorry that I killed your show.
Here we go.
Okay, I don't see it in the Discord, so I don't know if. Okay, there it is. All right, and I don't know if Discord or if the fucking StreamYard brings audio in or not. So I'm just gonna leave the mic open and I'll just play it. Okay, here we go.
You want to go to 4341.
4341. About 4334.
That works.
So I don't have to be part of this 8-bit. Mind your business. Period. Who the fuck Vaughn Hilton shoot? Oh my God. Can we get a shout out from Kentucky CPS?
That is the first one ever.
Nice.
Look here, listen.
Look here.
Look here, listen. I'm tired of everybody in this chat, quite frankly.
Okay. Nate said you don't right realize the truth about Steve. Shocking. The truth is out there, folks.
First of all, Nate Brody, you're a career criminal. Like, you don't have a...
He was slinging rocks.
You need to...
Okay, I think that was the shout out. That's what we waited for.
All right. Well, thank you for your contribution, Wilson. But now we got the screen up. Since we got the screen up, Paulie, if you would type in the search, if you would kindly type in the search bar G space TV.
Oh yes, the best science show on all the internet.
Network.
I guess search up network.
Oh yeah, put network after it, I guess.
Because he's a network apparently.
Yeah, there we go. That's where we want. Go into that.
Isn't that a handsome face?
You're going to shut that off because we don't hear this.
Yeah, he's just harassing an old man.
No, go down to the video. It says judged.
Okay, judged it is, sir.
That's what
let me pull up videos. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Judged. There it is. Okay. 2 hours and 19 fucking minutes.
Yeah, we ain't sifting through that. We're sifting through that.
You got it. Here we go.
Now, now we're back on track here, folks. So just hit pause there for a sec, Paulie.
Yep.
All right. So I can't remember. I just want the last portion where Dragnot comes in. That's all I was going to show tonight because that's where Vaughn Hilton's in his prime. So we want to skim. Now, you don't want too quick. When you see two Vaughn Hiltons, you went too far.
I do think you should play the video, the portion of the video where Billy flashes his nipples.
No, we're keeping it on track here.
Okay.
Now we're 20ish. Now we're 20ish.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So 5 minutes before two Hiltons. Okay.
Somewhere in there, that'll be the setup.
All right, here we go, kids.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, there's true.
is Dragnot Silvis. We may do a continuation because the charges are long. I can actually read, there's more charges against Dragnot Silvis than there is in words, than there are words in War and Peace. All right? So let's go into Dragnot Silvis and let's talk about his influence on our little community. Dragnot Silvis is being charged with being a liar, a stalker, refusing to be the man of his own house, rejects Christ as his savior. He's a feminine, a mocker of God, persecutes the body.
Gotcha.
This is funny because I think one of the reasons I find this so hilarious is that it reminds me of the night, and nobody captured this that I am aware of. And I wish someone did on Blog TV when George Bush Pimps ran that fucking zoo, that kangaroo court in Vaughn Hilton's room, and Vaughn Hilton was taking it so serious that he actually asked him if he could smoke. Your Honor, can I smoke in the courtroom? And George, yeah, and George Bush Pimps like, I'll allow it. And all this, that was great. Sorry.
Watching this video, like every time that you see G-Man like claim order in the court, he is banging a roll of duct tape.
Yeah, that's great.
You okay with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Goes down the poor, a hypocrite, breaking local and state laws, having a foul mouth, and lied about me stealing money. That is just the beginning. I have other pages that I want to read. We will do that probably the following week. Dragnet has quite the list. He's worse than the Amazing Atheist. He's the Amazing Atheist is only stealing money from people. Dragnet is doing that and much more.
Many muches.
I'm going to do the same thing I did for everyone else. I'm going to give Dragnet Silvis the opportunity to come in here and defend himself. I doubt he'll do it. But I know
it's coming.
I'm going to put the link in the live chat, and I'm going to drive up to come in here. Now, here's a question that I want to pose to everybody. We know the Amazing Atheist is not a good person, because literally nobody...
Oh, shit.
That didn't take long now, did it? Dragnet, why don't you click the link?
Yeah, so here's how...
Dragnet, why don't you click the link?
I'm not going to come in there. So.
Okay, Dragnet. I want you to come over here and click the link, man. Listen to me. I ain't got no time for your immature games. Come in here, click the link. I want you to come in here and defend yourself. That's what I need you to do, Drag. All right? If you're not going to do it, then I'm going to go do every last one of these thingies on here, and I'm going to prove that I'm right about all of this. Because you have lied about myself, True Empiricism, Antonio Fletcher, Beckel, and God knows how many other people here on the internet, sir. Okay? Get me started on me. First of all, I'm not 5'3". I can put Vaughn in here. I can put... Here we go. Okay, Drag, what's up?
Okay, so let me actually finish. This is exactly.
I would like for you to click the link.
You're not going to
click the link. Click the link, Drag. Click the link.
No, so here's how.
Drag. Click the link. I don't run a disorderly courtroom. I need you to come in here. I need you to click on the link and come in here, Drag. All right. I need you to click the link and come in here and defend yourself, Drag. Okay, so let me try to do this again. Here we go. How you doing, Drag? Why don't you just click the link to come in the room?
Right, so let me explain this to you again. If you're struggling with your gay thoughts, you need to just...
Okay, Drag, why don't you actually come in here, Drag, and actually click on the link to come in here, Drag, okay? All right. Click the link and actually come in here, Drag, and prove to me that you're not a liar. Good luck with that one, by the way, but you can come in here. I'm an unbiased judge. You can come in here and you can actually... What's up, Drag?
Man, you are really struggling there, man. What's going on?
So, Drag, why don't you click the link and come in here?
Yeah, because you keep muting people. That's why.
Drag, why don't you come in the room, Drag? Drag, why don't you come in the room?
No. Here's how this is going to work, kid. I will open a hangout and I will dedicate enough time to you where we both will have plenty of time to talk.
Okay, so cool. So we'll put your docket on consideration.
Okay? You can put your docket up.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take Dragnet Silvis's docket, and we are going to go through it anyway, even though he won't come in here and defend himself. Now,
I just like to say you don't go through a docket, right? A docket is a schedule of proceedings. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah.
I want to hear from the witnesses that dealt with Dragnet. I know True Empiricism has dealt with Drag. Vaughn Hilton has dealt with Drag. Who else has dealt with Drag? Okay, so let's start with you, Vaughn. Vaughn, has Drag been a good person to you? Has he been a standout human being to you?
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely not. I can absolutely state uncategorically that when I showed Dragnet that the trolls and haters had been lying about me, I actually emailed him evidence that they were lying about me. And Dragnet's reply was to side with them anyway and try to get my kids taken by Child Protective Services, which they subsequently did. Yes, sir. My kids are in CPS right now, and Drag didn't make the call, okay, but he aided and abetted the ones who did. And I gave him evidence. I sent him evidence in email. proving that they were lying about me. And he sided
Just
with.
pause that for a sec, Collie.
Yep.
I
Yep,
can't
gotcha.
say that.
Gotcha.
All right. Isn't it funny how history repeats itself? You'd swear he's talking about any one of us, right? Like any one of the old school, right? Well, they didn't do it, but they offered aided and abetted, offered aid and comfort to the enemy and stuff, right? Like, it's just funny how it just kind of goes in circles, right? It all comes back around.
The same stories over and over.
So apparently, according to Vaughn Hilton, a YouTube user by the name of Dragnot, aided and abetted the schools that his children go to and the state. Somehow, we don't know. But anyways, interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else have anything?
Well, Dragnot never said anything about you guys in a negative way, so of course he's aiding and abetting.
I
Of
feel
course,
warm and
that's how the
fuzzy.
world works.
I feel very warm and fuzzy. Okay, I'm going to let it go.
Let's go.
Called CPS. I can't say that, but he definitely supported the people who did call CPS and took my kids. My kids are not in my home right now, and Drag is at least partially responsible for that. That is the truth.
Here comes the
You see
fire.
my kids around me right now? Okay,
Wow.
that's the truth. That is the truth.
I didn't know that. Does anybody have a true empiricism? Anything that you want to say about Drag? True, I know not that long ago, man. He was doesn't he have a video on YouTube called "Be Made" about you, True? You gotta unmute, True.
Drag, I know we've got a bit of a history. I think a lot of people have got a history with Drag, though, so not really anything special.
One of the things I got to put on this docket is he's a coward because he, challenged you to it. Didn't you guys have a debate that y'all were supposed to do, and he did some things on purpose to get out of your debate?
We were supposed to have a debate a while ago. It was about 3 years ago, and it did not happen. You're right.
It's
Did you
about to
remember
get real?
Never talked about science or anything like that? Have you guys actually got into a dialogue about evolution or anything like that?
We've had several discussions over the years. We talked about quite a few things that really go back at least 6 or 7 years or so.
The Dragnut's here now, so let's let him get a chance to do so. Go ahead, Drag.
Oh, hi guys. So it's interesting that when you like to mute people, right now, you all of a sudden grow some balls, man. Only if you could do that with your gay thoughts, man. That's a shame. You should actually just be true to yourself.
Quit it with the goddamn gay shit. Quit it.
I literally said
gay shit.
literally said he has gay thoughts. Oh, Vaughn, come on now.
Come on. Okay, so Drag, you're being accused of being a liar or a stalker, refusing to be a man of
Being accused by who now?
Wait a minute, hold on. I have to read you your docket. If you don't,
Feel free to try
I have
and
to read you your docket, and then you can comment. Okay? Now, if you don't, you're gonna have to block. I'm gonna have to mute you. Okay?
Oh darn.
Now, hold on a minute. That you're a liar, a stalker. You refuse to be the man of the house. You reject Christ's behavior. You are effeminate, a mocker of God. Persecute the body of Christ. You hate your neighbor. You actually loathe your neighbor. You slander people on a regular basis for money. You're not a responsible parent. You're a drama queen. You hold down the poor, and you're a hypocrite. You break local and state laws every single day, having a foul mouth, lie about me stealing money, and you are a coward. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty because a panel of bitches can never judge me.
Mic
That's
drop.
what I'm talking about. And I'm going to stop right there. A panel of bitches will not try me.
Yeah, well, I mean, who are any of these guys?
Put that on the soundboard.
I mean, like, who the fuck is Vaughn Hilton or G-Man to look down their fucking crooked noses at anyone? You got a guy living in his fucking family's attic. You got another guy living in his mom's single wide. Both of them blatantly have lied on camera multiple times. It's crazy. It's crazy how life works, folks.
I mean, granted, True is like, he's fucking stupid. Like, he picks very weird hills to die on.
Yeah, I don't know enough about him. I mean, I just know him through like G-Mans and stuff. I'm just looking at Vaughn and G-Man, right? True is just kind of like hanging out in the background like fungus. These guys are fucking up front, fucking flapping their gum. Like, as if Vaughn Hilton has any position to wave his crooked finger at anyone, right?
Well, like, the whole thing with True is, I know, like, one of the big dust-ups that him and Drag got into was True had a debate on his channel that America is a Christian nation. And his entire argument was centered around a certain act called the Old Deluder Act. The Old Deluder Act was passed in 1630. So
Okay.
if you do the math, that's about 140 years before the country was fucking founded.
Okay.
All right then.
All right, let's play the video.
Well, I'll be damned.
Okay, so can you please tell me why you were not guilty? Remember, I said the rule.
I literally just explained a panel of bitches can never judge me.
So
None
you
of
gonna
are
lie
actual
and
men.
say that I didn't send you an email with proof
You
that
sent
I was
me an email of
No,
a recording that no one can even see, but somebody sent me the Kelly files. You want me to talk about that, Vaughn?
Hey,
Oh, you got quiet then, didn't you?
Kelly files
Oh.
were proven false
You
by
want to talk about that,
Vaughn.
Vaughn?
Damn
Wait a
well.
minute.
I sent you the video.
You want to marry 14-year-old girl, Vaughn?
I sent you the video.
Order in the court. 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 All right? Vaughn, I'm going to take you out here for a minute, just being right now, okay? I'm going to let you guys talk, but it has to be one at a time. Dragnut, I know you're an atheist and you don't understand what that means. That means when one person is talking, you don't say anything. Vaughn, please do the same thing. All right? So I'm bringing Vaughn back in. I'm going to bring in this atheist, and hopefully he learned a few things just now or whatever. So how about this? Dragnut, please defend yourself. You have a lot of charges against you.
So I don't know how many times I have to repeat. A panel of bitches can never judge me, right? When you idiots get on my level, then maybe I'll take you seriously.
What level would that be? Asshole?
Oh, asshole.
That asshole? That's the level you're at.
Okay,
You're criminal. You are garbage.
Okay, Vaughn, I need you to do me a favor and just be focused and explain why you believe he is guilty or innocent, please.
Because he aids and abets criminals, which in of itself is a crime. And anybody that doesn't believe that, kids, feel free to look it up. Feel free to call your attorney. Call a cop. Call a judge. Call anybody you want. When you aid and abet someone in a criminal act, that is a criminal act as well. You are a criminal. When you engage in criminal activity, you are a criminal. Yes.
Okay, I have to ask you this
Slander
question.
is a crime. Libel is a crime. Defamation is a crime. Harassment is a crime. And when you
Okay, Vaughn, listen, Vaughn. I need proof that he did these things. Can you give me an example of when he did these things, please?
Yeah, gladly.
Oh, so now
He's participated in Geek Room. He's participated in many other. Right now, he's using my image without my consent, which is a violation of
the Can't Copy Images Act of 1982.
You know damn well you can't use it without my permission. You know that. Come on. Just because YouTube lets you do it does not make it right, Drag. YouTube has a lot to answer for, and we can talk about that later. But just because YouTube lets you do a thing doesn't make it right, Drag.
Yeah, there has to be a law against something in order for it to be illegal.
Okay, Drag, are you?
No kidding.
Vaughn, hold on a second, Vaughn. Hold on, I'm going to take you out for a minute. I know how you feel about this. Just give me a second. Drag, I'm going to bring you back in. Drag, do you consider yourself to be a cyberbully, yes or no?
No, actually, I don't.
Okay, so why don't you consider yourself to be a cyberbully, please?
Because you're not a 14-year-old girl.
So you have to be a 14-year-old girl in order to be a cyberbully. I'm going to take
I'm a girl.
I'm going to bring you out of the courtroom for a moment. I'm going to bring Vaughn back in. Vaughn, do you believe that you have to be a 14-year-old girl in order to be a cyberbully?
That's total bullshit. He knows it.
Okay, so True Empiric System, are you there, True?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me something, True. Do you have anything that you would like to say to Mr. Silvis regarding these charges that are made against him, please? You have anything that you want to say?
I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
Cool.
He wants nothing to do with this.
Actually, pose a question to one of the witnesses, and that would be True Empiric System. True, was there a time when Dragnut and some other people was trying to find out where you lived?
They probably did.
Okay. Was there a time
You dodged yourself, you fucking idiot.
you made?
Yes, G-Man, yes.
Okay, that's felony stalking.
Let's go along with it.
Okay, all right.
Felony stalking.
Felony stalking, that is a crime. He does not have the right to stalk you. He does not have the right to look at you. I had it happen to me. I had somebody in Canada by the name of EEC. Opinion, my rear end. Get out of here. Let's call him EC.
Let's pause it.
Let's pause EC.
He lives in Canada.
I think this is hilarious. This is hilarious because this motherfucker wants to talk shit about me so bad, but he's scared shitless now. He won't even say my screen name. He won't say my real name. He won't say my screen name. He'll just put out initials or that idiot in Canada.
There's this guy in Canada. His name's EC.
And that's all I can say. He won't even say secular opinion anymore. I think that's fucking hilarious.
You've left this man shook. You've left him shook.
Those papers in the fall.
That's what it is. That's right.
So scared.
You're about to make his beard fall off, or what's left of it.
Well, that's good.
He's never had it.
He never had one. Yeah. No.
All right, let's roll ahead. Okay. What were you gonna say?
He actually contacted.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. No.
Go ahead.
Or whatever that was on his chin. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Whatever it is that's failing to thrive. All right, let's go.
That's a beard. That's a beard, Hilton. Not that shit you got, buddy. There you go.
Oof.
Did somebody say Gogurt?
And tried to get dirt on me. Okay, that's stalking. All right, that is a crime. In fact, it's a federal crime. It's not even state. That's a federal crime.
Well, secular mean? Like, I'm confused.
Nope.
Okay, anyway.
You know who secular opinion is. You know who secular opinion is. Quit lying.
Who? I don't know who that is.
You know who secular opinion is.
I would like to actually respond at some point.
A year ago.
Order in the court.
Order. Okay, well, I will not have my courtroom be a joke. All right? Order in the courtroom.
Oh, you're banging on the table with a roll of tape.
The truth is one of the things I'm accusing him of is being a liar. Okay? So we're going to do a screen share of his YouTube channel here real quick. It does not take a lot of time to figure out if somebody's telling somebody a lie. All you have to do is go to Dragnut's YouTube channel. Let's find it here real quick. Hold on a minute. That's it. Yep. And you can easily see where this con artist in the beginning was talking about various different topics. But when he found out that it was more profitable to tease Christians, he became a drama investigator, which is what he does. He primarily focuses on myself, Shanny, D-Roy, and other people so that he can make money on his YouTube channel.
Now, Paulie, can you pause this for a moment?
Something else I'm going to let you know.
Yes, sir.
So let's pay very close attention to what those tabs say. We went over this in the Geek Room. The first tab is... atheists something or other. Second tab is cyberbully laws. Third tab is cyberbully laws in Texas. Hence Dragnut. The last tab I do believe is how to hide my search history.
I think you're right.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know if you guys all remember who was around back then who gave a shit, but when Nephilim Free did that oopsie, and he put up the video and he had the tabs in it, had the escort service and the link to a video of a girl rolling up her stockings. Yep. And fucking he fucking pulls down the video and puts it back up with it edited out, but everybody already grabbed it. That was great.
All right, Wilson, you ready to move forward, buddy?
Go ahead.
Drag, hold on a minute. Let me go back to StreamYard here real quick. Drag. You also are being accused of being a stalker. All right? Right? Dude, you know things about my life that I don't even know. How do you plead it with that, man? Guilty or not guilty?
Jeez, you had your whole history tab up there. Anyway, I'm going to have to look at that later. I plead not guilty, and I would like to call in one of my witnesses.
Okay, before we go to your witnesses, are you effeminate, yes or no?
No, I'm more masculine than you.
Who? No, actually, we're going to find out that in a minute. Who pays the bills in your house? No, I'm gonna make sure I ask this question the right way. Who's working in your house, you or your wife?
Both of us.
Okay, where do you? Okay, I ain't gonna say where do you work. I'm talking about as far as a 9 to 5. Who actually does a 9 to 5 in that house?
Both of us.
No, you don't.
You
go to
okay? Because you don't know my job, therefore I don't have a job.
No. You consider YouTube to be a job thing, right?
No.
Yes, you do.
No. Okay, I've never said that.
You provide proof without.
You have said in your past that you are a full-time student.
Yep.
Drag.
All right, Dave, you don't have a job.
That's a job.
Well, that's a job. Going to school is a job.
It is. So,
Okay. All right. Well, no. Let him. If he wants to say
you
that, that's
perform
fine.
an action. You perform an action on a regular schedule, and you get paid. Is that not a job?
Drag.
Well,
Drag. Are you a slanderer? Yes or no, Drag?
No, I tell the truth on you assholes.
Oh, okay, cool. So how old I am, Drag?
Even Vaughn knows it's true. That's what.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vaughn. Hold on 1 second. Drag. How tall am I, Drag?
I'm like 5'6", 5'7". I don't know. I don't.
You said I was 5'3". Oh, let the court know. And Drag Silva said I was 5'3" when I am 5'11".
I literally said 5'3".
Wait a minute. Why do you continually get on YouTube and say that I'm 5'3" when I'm 5'11"? Why do you continue?
I don't know when I said you were 5 foot, but I recently actually said
5'3". You're gonna act like a jerk. You're gonna be removed from the courtroom. Please show some respect to the judge when he's talking.
Exactly what they said.
Respect is reciprocated, when it's shown.
That's exactly what they said to me as well. They said I was 5'3". I'm not 5'3". I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
Right.
I'm 5'7". I am not 5'3".
Accusation. I'm dying to get to this one.
You're very.
Hey, pause that for a sec.
Of being 5 foot.
I do believe that Vaughn Hilton has shrunk, because didn't he used to claim that he was 5'11"? He baffled
I'm 5'11". Yeah, absolutely. Now he's 5'7", 11, babe.
He's receded a little bit. Okay, interesting. Okay, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
3. I'm not 5'3". I'm 5'7".
Hold on 1 second. This has got to be
Okay, you're still a midget.
It also says that I'm gay. Now, Dragnet says he has proof to show that I'm gay.
He literally says you have gay thoughts. I don't know where you're going.
Hold on a minute. This man literally said he's not a slanderer. Dragnet, may I see your evidence that I'm gay, sir?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Let me pull up. So it's my understanding, right, and your understanding too, that gay men like to touch other men, correct?
Excuse me. Where's your proof that I'm gay?
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure.
I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. That's bad logic. There are boxers that box. There are wrestlers that wrestle. There are men that play. It doesn't mean that they're gay. Okay, that is a sexual preference where a man likes to be sexually active with another man. Do you have evidence that I'm a homosexual? Right? Yes or no?
You caress other men's arms.
Okay, first of all, I didn't caress nobody else's arm.
So what is it? What is
Dude,
this?
that's called arm wrestling, you moron.
Who arm wrestles with 2 hands?
That's arm wrestling.
Who arm wrestles with 2 hands, man?
Go watch.
Penis in there too?
Hold on a minute, Drac. Hold on a minute. That's arm wrestling.
Like, True wants no part in this fucking shit show right now.
It's a very valid point, though. Who arm wrestles with 2 hands? I think it's a fair question.
I guess if you're cheating.
Right. Oh, yeah. But that's girls, right? So, okay. Here we go.
Then I'm a homosexual, right?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he did get beaten by like a 5'1" Scottish woman about 10 years his senior in arm wrestling. I mean, granted, like, she cheated, but like, she did put his wrist to the table.
He's a loser. All right, here we go.
Absolutely no proof whatsoever that I'm a homosexual. Drag is admitting to be a slanderer at this particular moment. Now, Drag, are you a drama queen? Yes or no?
I'm not a drama queen. I just point out the truth when news.
Okay. Joe Drag, what business is it of yours? What D-Roy, what Shanny, or what I do? What business of that is yours?
So when you guys start talking about like how bad gays are, but then when I catch y'all doing the same gay.
Okay, so again, you have no evidence whatsoever. So basically, you have no justification for talking about Shanny, myself, or D-Roy. I would like for some evidence for that. Try really hard, Drag. I know you're a little slow, but try to stay focused. Where is your evidence for that?
Why are you sweating? Like, why are you sweating? Like, is it me? What's going on, man?
I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Where is your evidence, Drag? You have no evidence, Drag. So I guess I'll ask you one more question here regarding this. Are you a coward, Drag? Yes or no?
Well, two out of three of us did not join the military. Can you figure out which?
Okay, Drake. So the bottom line being a coward, True Empiricist has challenged you to a debate on the theory of evolution. You backed out. Why did you back out of the debate?
I'm afraid of fighting a war. I'm sorry, debates aren't on my list.
Okay, so again, Drake, you debated me on the theory of evolution on this very channel at GTV. Why did you back out of your debate with True Empiricist?
So internet debates, military. Internet debates, military. Are we?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to a screen share of his YouTube channel here, real quick. Okay, we're gonna go back to his YouTube channel here. This is the Dragnet Silva's YouTube channel. On his YouTube channel, all he does is talk about other people all day while soliciting funds from them. This man claims to be in the military, but he has absolutely no discipline on what he should talk about on his YouTube channel. Rather, he gets on here and lies, and he talks about how his mother raised him and how he's better than everybody else on here. What we're going to do with Dragnet Silva's docket is we're going to bring his docket into the following week, and we are going to get him for the other 500 charges that he actually has on his YouTube channel. Dragnet, I appreciate you coming. You have a scheduled court case next Wednesday, and you need to be there to defend yourself. If not, you pass.
Verify me for my lawyer.
Okay, so the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dragnet Silva's. Dragnet Silva's obviously failed the slander test, the liar test, the stalker test, and everything else that we showed him about. Dragnet Silva's is a horrible, horrible, disgusting, foul human being, but he's still got an opportunity to defend himself next week. How are you doing, man? We're gonna take his docket. And we're not
here comes the ice cream. Here comes the ice cream.
Drag, why are you going on about J-Man being gay?
Well, he left. The reason why he's doing it is because he knows the Hebrew Israelites get under my skin when they call me that. So he's decided that he was going to make it into a big deal and make some money out of it while he's doing it. That's why he's doing it.
I'm going to say something right now.
Yeah.
You remember a while ago, G-Man? I'm going to bring this up.
Remember who?
Yeah, G-Man.
Look at Vaughn shovel that ice cream.
And Drag, if you're listening to this.
Okay, see, we're getting to the part where Helton's eating, and that really grosses me out. Like, can we fast forward now? I mean, is Drag coming back?
He's coming back, but you have to sit here and watch it. Irv is fucking, he's eating pissed off.
Here we go. Angry eating.
Yeah, he's hate eating.
Here we go.
We can give an answer to this because I think this shows your hypocrisy. The whole debating crap that keeps him getting brought up, I don't care about that. I don't care about really any of this drama, but I think that the one thing that stands out with Drag the most is that usually when I see him throwing accusations towards other people, there's a pattern of behavior with him where he's projected and he said certain things that indicate that there's a spotlight on him on something.
Mm-hmm.
A while ago, a few years ago, and this isn't meant to insult him, but this is some thoughts that I'm thinking of as he's accusing other people of gay, because it seems like that's a remark he's making towards a lot of people. He's done it towards Todd Paul.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was him. Go ahead. I'm ignoring him.
Let him in. Let him in.
Let him in? Okay, if he goes back, I'll let him back in. But if he overtalks you, I'm going to have to hang the phone up on him.
Well, I'll wait for him to come back. I'd rather have him, me say it to him directly rather than.
He can come back in here, but he's got to stay on topic. He has a hard time. Okay, let me do that. Okay, Drag, the people want you to come back in, but you're going to have to come in and stay on topic. You have a hard time.
Look, I actually have no beef with True. True, like, I looked on his post and he said he lost Luna, and I was actually sad about that. So I know he probably didn't care, but no, I like Luna. I do want to say. I think True is being fair out of everybody on here, so I will give True that.
Okay, so he wants to talk to you. You got to come back in.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'll be back.
All right. Okay, so True Empiricist wants to come in here and talk to you. I guess.
Yeah, that was Drag addressing the fact that True lost his dog.
Pretty close.
Yeah, right.
So we're going to see in a minute. All right. So let's see something here. Where's Drag? He ain't get here yet. All right. So, I'm sorry, guys. I can only allow 10 people to be in here at one time. Somebody's got to go, and they got to come back. So, hold on a minute, Drag. Hold on. So, Red Shot Sherwood, you're going to have to come back. All right? Can't have more than 10 people here. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, Red.
So, Drag, I'm going to call you back here. Hold on. My God, this guy calls me a lot.
Red Shot, get out.
All right.
Okay, so he's just being a troll right now, I guess. So anyway, oh, there he goes. Here we go. So True, here's Drag right here. What you want to talk to him?
Apparently, he's got something.
No, he doesn't. I'll leave you what you got
I
to say
think
then.
this is my audio because I'm in 2 Streamlabs. Okay.
True, can you boost your mic a little bit? You're a little soft on my end.
So I was going to say that I was actually sad that True lost Luna because I saw that post, and of course I can't comment on it. But I like Luna. Luna was a good doggo, and I think True was being very fair earlier with a lot of his assessments. Whether we've had disagreements in the past or not, but I think he has accurately depicted certain events.
Thank you for that. But I wanted to say something. It's not to be offensive. It's something it relates to some drama that we had going on a little bit ago. You accused G-Man, you were making fun of G-Man. And you remember some accusations that I remember before about something wrong. There were some statements that you made in the past a few years ago. And when it was a joking way or whatever, the words came out of your mouth that you said that you, how did you say this is at least 5 or 6 years ago. You said that everybody watches trans porn. And you were saying it in such a way that Nadia was there. This is when we first found out that she was trans. Bruce Shepard was it. A couple of other people were there as well. I forgot about it. Most people don't know that it was just a statement that was made. But then you made another statement a few years ago. And you said that trans people you find sexy. Now you want to justify this a little bit later to explain the post, but there are some trans men that actually look like women. Try to explain yourself as to why this was the case. There are certain things that people can say about you to insult you, to make fun of you for statements that came out of your mouth. But one of the people that were that's in this room, actually, G-Man, actually pulled me aside in a private room to talk to me and say, hey, you know what, Drag, talk. I guess you talked to him privately on the phone or something and told him he doesn't like this. Maybe you should stop bringing this up. He doesn't like it. And so I don't think that it's fair for you to make these accusations towards other people, and these accusations, they can be thrown back at you. And the very people you try to make fun of, they defended you.
Really, that's interesting. So
I'll tell you what, Drag. I'm going to get, since we're live, I'm going to give you the opportunity to apologize to me. So that when I take these
yeah, I'm coming. Hold on.
Or sometime.
There you go.
Vaughn has completely, as the master opportunist that he is, has seen the door open and is now out of the blue going to swing this to all about him. Now, so pretty much, I know that true empiricism is boring to listen to. I'm falling asleep and I have no idea even what he's talking about anymore. But the fact is, Vaughn was just waiting for that whole speech, right? That whole speech. Vaughn has just been sitting there the whole time waiting for someone to take a breath so he can now spin this to be about him.
Yeah, this is where Vaughn runs roughshod over fucking G-Man's entire stream.
Yeah, this is when shit starts really going downhill.
Okay, Rolo, I'm going to give you a chance now to apologize.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Okay.
Next year, you won't be among them. You laugh. Go ahead. Keep laughing. Because I'm not kidding. I'm giving you a chance to apologize for your participation in my damn kids not even being in my house right now.
What about
like to say it again, my damned kids. You notice there's always a fucking damn, goddamn. There's a descriptor set for his kids every time he mentions them. Anyway, here we go again.
These damn things.
Is your kid right there, Ron? Anyway, what True said, because that's Vaughn, I have that.
apologize.
So Vaughn,
Give me 2 seconds, dude.
Vaughn,
Apologize.
there's one person.
No.
There's one person
Apologize.
responsible for your kids. That's you.
Sided with a bunch of criminals on the damn internet. Apologize.
There's one person responsible for your kids, buddy, and that's you. You're the one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to address the two
They've been calling him CPS every damn day and driving my wife insane to where she ended up getting raped on a Greyhound bus.
That guy.
Yeah, it couldn't be their fault. That's mine, right? Right? No, give me a chance to apologize.
G-Man, I'm trying to respond to truth.
Wow, I didn't know that, Vaughn.
Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence?
We need is a rumor drag. I told you one of the ways we can judge you guys today was with the Bible, with objective morality, but also with your subjective morality too. You believe rumors. Somebody told you I was gay, therefore you believe you.
And dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire for sure.
My wife and all this other stupid crap.
I can't hear two people talking.
So, by the way, Vaughn's correct about what he's saying regarding the law and whatnot, because unfortunately, for the end of this video, I've got some screen sharing that I want to do about cyberbullying and cyberbullying laws. Now, I'm going to show you what they say in Texas, what they say in and what they just say in general. And Drag, I want you to pay attention because according to you, nobody cares about what goes on YouTube. So I want you to
video from my actual attorney.
I
can show you a video from an actual attorney, Drag.
Trauma investigators, so you can put them in their place before they even get started or get any fun or whatever. Okay, to show these guys that we ain't playing no more. All right, cyberbullying will not be tolerated.
Drag. Look at this word. It's called accessory. Look it up. Look up the word accessory, Drag. Look it up. Look it up, Drag. It's called accessory. Look it up. It's a legal term. Look it up.
You can't spell. Okay, so I need to calm down. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna take both of you out of here, so I can actually go through this screen share in a minute. YouTube, Drag, you're going, and I'm gonna show everybody this particular video on cyberbullying and show you why Dragnet Silvers and a lot of them are gonna have to stop. First of all, what is cyberbullying? Now they're gonna be talking about it from the kids' perspective. But listen very carefully to what they're going to be saying, because they're going to be referring to a lot of adults do online.
But from a kid's perspective, right? Again, you're not a 14-year-old little girl, G-Man.
You're a 44-year-old man.
Right.
To be bullied in the real four-dimensional world, the best way to tackle cyberbullying is to spot the signs, report it to an adult, be positive, and show solidarity with victims so that everyone can enjoy safer.
Wait a minute, let me start this from the beginning.
All right, we can probably skip it past the pictures.
Don't go too far.
It happens online. It involves harming, harassing, digital work. The best way to tackle cyberbullying is to spot the signs, report it to an adult.
Oh, he started the fucking thing over.
Solidarity with victims so that everyone.
Yeah, I can't even find a spot to get past it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was an example that was done with children. I want to show you something a little bit more serious regarding cyberbullying laws. Okay, and I'm going to try to pay attention to this because a lot of these atheists wrongly believe that if you do something on the internet, the government doesn't care, and that's not true.
Yes, today, local lawmakers rolled out a harsh new plan. If the proposal passes, cyberbullies will find themselves far away from keyboards.
Video from 2016. Good God.
Megan Jurensky looks like she has it all. As former Miss New York, she's a true beauty queen and recently married the man of her dreams. But in 2014, while newly dating, he all but ended things, asking her why she would be on Match.com looking for, quote, Mr. Big.
Even though it was full of complete lies, I actually felt embarrassed and ashamed, and I felt at a loss of control. I also felt very alone.
In other words, these people put her on there, and she was never on there to begin with. And believe me, there's a lot of atheists in our community who do this kind of thing on a regular basis. But we're going to get to that next week, and I swear it's going to be even worse than it was this week.
The profile came from someone named 1078 Yogi. It had Jurensky's photos on it, along with her birthday and favorite hobby.
I hope Shandy sees this.
It also gave a list of made-up prerequisites. You take me to fancy places. You give me expensive gifts. You give me a credit card and let me go on shopping sprees. The emotional trauma ultimately inspired Jurensky to start a campaign called In Plain Sight, an anti-cyberbullying group.
Today we stand here in support of the Impersonation Prevention Act, which broadens the definition of cyberbullying and elevates the crime from a mere misdemeanor to a felony.
That means a convicted cyberbully could spend up to 7 years behind bars. It wouldn't stop people from simply making cruel comments, but it's a step in that direction.
If you put up a profile that was another Kevin Parker profile and started putting up negative things about me that weren't true, I certainly could take that evidence, screenshot it, or provide it to the police. And now, under this law, there would now be a way to, in fact, prosecute those people in a more significant way.
You think it would stop?
And this is something serious. If somebody is pretending to be somebody online, trying to say that somebody said something that they did not say, it's a very serious thing. There's a lot of atheists doing this. Now, I want to go to this one right here. Cyberbully laws in Texas. So drag attention.
And it's making headlines all across the world now. Publications, including the
All right, let's skip it past this.
Oh, sweet. Thank
the
you.
dangers of cyberbullying after a Texas City teenager shot and killed herself.
So, quick pause.
What's that?
Quick pause. Show of hands. Who in this room right now has ever called G-Man the N-word? Yeah, put that fucking ham hock down, Shanny.
Ooh, ham hock.
Hey, let's go.
Is that it? Is that all you had, Wilson?
It's really it's all I
Okay,
got.
here we go. You're good.
But I want to make sure that everybody know that this is that this is not literal. What I'm about to say is not meant to be something to be taken like a threat or anything like that. So I'm just quoting a wrestler. All right, Greg, if you keep doing this, dude, you're gonna get these hands. All right. Check out, drag, go check out the WWE and go look up Braun Strowman, okay? And you'll see what I mean, okay? The fact of the matter is, hold on a minute, drag, hold on a minute. The fact of the matter is, drag, you are the biggest bully right now in this community. You have bullied Shanny, Rev, me, I don't know D-Roy, it looks like you're bullying him too. You don't bully True. You don't bully a lot of people in this community.
So G-Man is literally defending the fat fucking white chick that called him a nigger.
Honestly.
So did you actually read Texas law by any chance?
Well, of course.
I'm actually researching that right now.
Oh,
That's what you need to know.
really do that, because what's funny is that if I contact ISUPK, they have some interesting New Jersey laws considering what you do in New Jersey.
Okay, so you told the ISUPK a bold-faced lie when you told them that I was gay. You understand what I'm saying? And you have yet to provide, pay attention, Drag, because how does it feel to have this said to you? Any actual evidence for it? Because, you know, don't these atheists say something along the line of, what do they say, guys? They usually say that they don't believe anything based on rumors and on pseudo evidence or whatever, but they want demonstrable and empirical evidence. And that's how they go about making their belief systems. That is a lie from the pit of hell. These atheists don't care about no evidence. All they need is a rumor, and they believe it. That's it.
Did you tell G-Con about some of your recent revelations, by the way? I did.
So again, Dragnet, I am fully aware of your little fake recordings and all that stuff and whatnot. The bottom line is, Drag, you need to provide proof for what it is that you're saying. I told you on Skype before we came in here that you was gonna get that you was just gonna get on tonight, and I meant it. All right.
Please pause.
10% of the things that you've done on here.
So I'm guessing.
There you go. Go ahead.
Does anyone in here know who G-Con is? G-Con is the head of a Christian group called Shield Squad. That was the group that G-Man got kicked out of. And he went on a black Hebrew Israelite talk show to degrade them. And
Oh yeah. He cried about it too.
yeah, well, he cried after he got kicked out, but then after that, he went on a black Hebrew Israelite, talk radio show to slander them. So yeah, G-Con, he appreciates G-Man for being a Christian, but not a good Christian.
Okay, all right. Let's get back to it. By the way, I'm going to step away from the keyboard for a minute, so this is just going to play till I get back. Okay.
You don't know about the stalking harassment charge that you're about to face.
10%. I don't care about you and the rest of these atheists being charged. Nobody cares about that. There's no God, and you're going to take to court. I would love to be with you. There are two places I would love to be with you. In New York City, going back and forth with you about evolution, in the Museum of Natural History, because you don't know nothing about the topic whatsoever. And the second thing I would like to do with you is be in a courtroom with you. Nobody is afraid of you and you uninformed atheists. I can assure you of that. No problem whatsoever.
You're not afraid, but you keep hiding me. That's interesting.
No, I'm not, because it's not about me. This is
you keep hiding me, but that shows that you're afraid. You don't want me to speak.
Okay, I tell you what.
You know what's about to happen to you in real life. I warned you.
I'm going to put myself on the docket right now. I'm going to put a G-Man there. I'm going to put myself on the docket.
Gary Lamont Moore.
On how to properly defend yourself. Watch this, ladies and gents. So, Drag, I'm going to give you the opportunity, Drag. I don't need nobody to defend me, okay? Why don't you make one accusation?
Well, sure. Let me mute you and hide you every time I don't like something you say.
So, go ahead and make your claim.
So you are accused of being a punk-ass bitch. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Oh, awesome. So when you are charged specifically with abandoning your wife and child, but evidence, but your
Here it comes.
Not granting you a wife and a child, which you have not yet to produce, you are either in one case lying, or in the second case, a terrible, terrible husband and father.
Okay, so where's your proof that I did any of that?
Awesome. So will you screen share a particular video that I can pull up?
This is what you got to do. You have to screen share a video where I said word for word that I've abandoned somebody. Or I abandoned
that goalpost moved.
You abandoned them. So you
Show
don't.
me that.
That's an interesting standard, because when people are accused of
where is your proof I did any of these things, right?
See, now, there you go. You know exactly what I'm about to show. That's where you hide. That's power. That's how I show that you're a coward.
You said I was going to court, so you lied about that. So.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know what's coming down the pipe. There. You don't have no idea.
Drag. Listen to me. A lot of atheists on here don't like me, but I got a lot of them on here who do, and they respect me. So a lot of them on here that don't like you.
Nobody respects you, G-Man.
No.
But for kicks and giggles, for kicks and giggles, why don't you prove you're not a liar yet, and according to your document?
Your parents never loved you. It's clear to all of us that your parents never loved you.
What am I going to court for? What am I going to court for?
So don't worry about it. When you receive, you will get service of process in due time. Don't you worry about it.
You don't know where I live. Tell me right now, what am I going to court for? It's your last chance, right?
Hey, you'll find out. I'm not the one pressing charges.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, Dragnut has nothing as usual. Man, I hope I do get my wish and get you in a courtroom, though. That'd be nice. So anyway, what are the charges?
Skip too far ahead.
I didn't skip anything.
No, you missed Dragnut, like, telling Vaughn, like, which one of us still has our kids?
Oh, well, you want me to rewind or something, man?
No, good.
Hey, look, man, just so everybody knows, I ate my edibles for the night, so might be a little slow on the button. I apologize. Here we go.
Oh, you're curious now, man. How interesting. Curious with that. You will receive documentation. Don't worry, G-Man. Don't worry. Your own channel is a lot of evidence. So I will go over them. When you stop being a coward and hiding me, and I can actually explain.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so he doesn't have anything.
When you physically go to a location and people have requested that you stop, that's considered stalking, is it not, G-Man?
Okay, so you don't have a...
There we go. Yeah, you know exactly what it's about, and you know exactly what it's about.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Drag. Hold on a minute, Drag. Hold on a minute. So where's your proof? Okay, so who's taking me to court, and what's the charge going to be?
Hey, don't worry. You got some nice friends at Central Park that are going to love seeing you in court.
I've never been to Central Park. What are you talking about?
Don't worry. Oh, they're close enough.
Central Park.
They're
Never
close enough.
Oh, what the Central Park? Central Park what? I'm just curious.
Hey, don't worry. When you get service of product.
Drag. Central Park what? Where is Central Park at?
G-Man, you already know, man. You know exactly.
No, I don't. Where is Central Park?
In New York?
Nope, don't know what you're talking about.
You have no idea. That's why you keep hiding me. Sure. Okay, G-Man.
Okay, that ain't it.
Sure. Don't worry. It's not just one group. It's not just one. It's a concerted effort.
So let me get this straight here. So a magical place called Central Park is going to contact me. I didn't know Central Park was a person or whatever, and they're going to drag me to court. Okay, great.
People who frequent Central Park, G-Man. That's kind of like
Okay. So let me ask you a question, Greg. Hey, Greg, let me ask you a question, Greg. Let me ask you a question, okay? If I serve you papers right now for shooting, I'm sorry, no, not for shooting. If I serve you papers for molesting your child, would that make you automatically guilty?
You would need actual evidence for that.
Right. I can take you to court all I want, but I got to prove that. No.
You would actually need to have evidence before.
Okay. That went true. What? Okay, so here's the thing, Greg. Here's the thing. Let me tell you what I know, and I told you this on Skype, and why you're not dealing with an idiot, okay?
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait a minute. So for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, they have this plan to do two things. Number one, to get me arrested, and number two, to get me on that rumor research lab. I'm gonna say this publicly in front of everybody, and I want Drag to be on here and whatnot. Number one, I have proof that was Drag's plan to do it. That's number one. Number two, I am not going to get arrested. And number three, I don't plan on going to court. And let me tell you what the number four thing is. Let's say all of that happens, and I see this on rumor research lab. You know what G-Man is going to do when I see it? G-Man,
fuck all.
Hilton and God knows how many other people are going to say bye-bye to rumor research lab. You want to know why? Because I don't play games, Drag. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen.
You notice I give him a chance to apologize. He refused to apologize. So you know what, Drag? Look at my eyes, bro.
It's still about me.
Bro. You're going to go to jail right along with your troll buddies. You're going with them.
Yes,
you're going as an accessory. Oh, laugh. Go ahead and laugh. Drag, go ahead and laugh. Think I'm kidding? Not more than 5 minutes.
One second, Drag. By the way, the person that's going to be taking G-Man to court is Nate Brody. That's the person that's going to be taking him to court. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you why I'm laughing at Nate Brody taking me to court. It was Nate Brody, Dragnut Silvis, Fiona Robertson, and the rest of these morons who stole my phone and actually went to my personal.
They hacked my phone and I can't download porn anymore. Oh God!
Fuck me! If you think you got a prayer in making a point, Junior, you're crazy.
Destruction of private property is a crime. Last I checked.
Yeah, Vaughn doesn't even know what's going on. He's been backstage for 40 fucking minutes.
He can't help himself.
He can't take it.
Man, so did you have the phone like dusted for fingerprints by any chance?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
If they claim he can go to court. He can take it to court.
That's why I can prove you lied to Shanny, and that's why I lost the house. You still
he can take it to court. Yes, he can.
But you telling her
don't have any evidence I've ever touched any of your
If
phone.
they claim, if somebody gets on the internet and makes a claim, he can take that.
Wait a second, Vaughn. I can't wait until you try to bring that junk to light. I am salivating at the lips for you guys to have the courage, the gall to try to do that. Because I can promise you this.
G-Man doesn't even know who the fuck Dragnut is referring to.
All right?
It's weird. You keep saying that I actually or something. I got confused.
Drag, apologize. Just apologize. Just apologize, Greg.
You said like
apologize for your participation in removal of my children. Apologize.
I hacked your phone or stole it.
It's just 2 words, man. 2 words.
Right, you just got him.
You can't do it, G-Man. He physically can't do it. He really, genuinely cannot do it. Look at him. He's laughing even. He cannot do it. He is so full of evil spirits that he literally cannot apologize, knowing full well.
You have the
He knew they were lying. And yet he sided with them anyway.
Let's still have our kids, Vaughn.
Children. This guy's a piece of garbage. He's a piece of garbage.
Which one let's still have our kids, Vaughn?
No, not for long, Drag. Not for long, because you're going to make the wrong person mad, and CPS is going to come to your house. It ain't going to...
By the way, I didn't miss it. Just want to let you know.
Correction.
That was it.
He's gonna be somebody else if you keep talking like that.
You call him. Call him all day.
Okay. So here's the thing. One of the things
I don't know where you live. I can call him.
Time, Vaughn?
I call him right now, Drag. Give me your address. I'll call him right now, bro. Then you can have the same fun I'm having.
My ass. How about that?
Yeah, how about you give me your address, bro? Come on. Give it to me.
Come on.
The come at me, bro.
The first step of pretrial is right now still this failed to bring any evidence.
Just pause it for a quick sec, Paulie.
The benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
What
he's had my address for a decade.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He doesn't even waddle past the fucking mailbox. But anyways, what I think is the most hilarious thing about that whole little episode, like besides the fact that you have Vaughn Hilton participating in a conversation that actually there's two different conversations, right? And G-Man's so in his own world that he thinks Vaughn Hilton's yelling, backing him up, where Vaughn Hilton's just screaming. But what's funny is Vaughn Hilton sat there during that whole time, right, in the background, just waiting to get up and fucking demand an apology again and spin the topic back to him. That whole fucking time, folks, that you thought Vaughn Hilton was gone to bed, he was sitting in the background just waiting for that moment.
Just say you're sorry, Drag. Just say it. It's 2 words, man.
No, like the after show, like past this, 2 hours after this, Vaughn Hilton was ready to go.
Oh yeah, which I have secured a copy of that. We'll get to that. Some maybe not tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to start another stream on OBS and do that. But might as well finish out this round. Let's keep her going.
All right, here we go. 11 more minutes, y'all.
Paul, is your back getting tired from carrying this show?
Yeah, really.
It's heavy, dude.
Then we had against OJ, Nicole Brown Simpson. We are going to get right another week to gather his evidence to prove that he is a good person. So far, ladies and gentlemen, no atheist or fake Christian on here has been able to prove that they are a good person. All right, Dragnet is rejoicing in the fact that this man's children was taken away, and Dragnet is a horrible, horrible person for doing that. He claims to be a good parent, but this man is teaching his children how to be cyberbullies. All right, Dragnet, I'd like to thank you for coming on GTV. Next time, I appreciate it if you put some effort in and actually try to defend yourself. Because this was horrible on your part.
It's hard when you keep hiding me because you're a bitch. So I don't know what else to say.
No, he's not hiding you. He's not hiding you because you've got something on. Hiding you because you're a piece of shit. That's why he's
one of us can have our kid.
He's not even dirt on him. If you had dirt on him, he'd be sitting in a jail cell right now. Am I sitting in a jail cell, Dragnet? Am I sitting in a jail cell, Dragnet?
You gotta go, Drag.
Am I sitting in a jail cell? Yeah, I'm not sitting in a jail cell, am I? You know why? Because their accusations are all lies.
And you don't have your kids, Vaughn.
Yeah, then where's your kids?
I'm angry. A lot of us are mad and angry because the atheist community wants to play God.
You know what my attorney said earlier tonight?
Mad person.
You know what my attorney said earlier tonight? He said, Vaughn, you are well justified to be angry.
You don't have an attorney, Vaughn. No one cares.
He said, you are well justified to be angry. Because these people have criminal records. They are evil people. They have no right to do what they did to your wife, your ex-wife now, obviously. They're evil people. They're flat out evil people.
Whoa. My what wife? What are you talking about? Dragnet said a lot of stuff. Dragnet has to prove any of that stuff.
You didn't know my wife was driven insane by these assholes in this?
No. I thought you said my ex-wife.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, my mind.
Okay.
God, they're both just so deluded.
Actually, sorry. I didn't know that about him.
Well, according to Drag, I did. So anyway,
according from your own words, G-Man, you have an ex-wife.
Anything that you want to say, True, before we end this?
Yeah, let me apologize first, True.
Now, let me say this again now before the show is over. Dragnut claims that I have a wife and a kid. That's what Dragnut says.
I didn't know you had a wife and a kid.
Here's the thing. Dragnut says in the year 2020, I have a wife and a kid. He tells me that I don't take care of my wife and kid and all this other stuff going on. Dragnut has to provide proof for any of this garbage that's coming out of his mouth, and he has failed to do so. What Dragnut has been successful at is proving that he is a woman, an unemployed woman who sits around all day gossiping about other people all day. That's all Dragnut.
G-Man, how many years have I known you, G-Man? How many years?
A good while.
That's at least 5 or 10, right?
About 5 years, I think.
And in that 5 or 10, have you ever confided to me that you were married and had children?
No, I don't remember telling you anything like that. No.
All right, then. There you go.
So
again, case closed.
If you look on the Geek Room, there's a video of G-Man praying for a Christian wife.
All right, that's it. Case closed. I'm not watching the next 8 minutes of this bullshit. Enough's enough.
Yeah, it's down
Hey,
to this.
Hey,
How long you known me? Like fucking 9-10 years, something like that.
no, since the late 70s, I think, when we started trolling Vonhelton.
Have I ever confided in you that I fuck monkeys?
No, can't be true.
I
Case
clearly
closed.
don't fuck monkeys, right? I mean,
Case-
it's so obvious.
Case closed.
Can you prove that you don't fuck monkeys?
Can you disprove? Can you
Yeah,
disprove?
can you disprove that I don't?
Fuck.
No, like you have to prove that you don't. You're in my courtroom now, son.
I didn't realize you was the judge, man.
Well, neither did anyone else coming to the fucking G-Man's chat.
I hate to use a quote so soon, but I'm not going to be tried by bitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Irate Alex, God love him. That dude, like he tried pulling the logic card because for whatever reason, G-Man keeps on putting Irate Alex in his mouth because he's fucking clout chasing. But yeah, when he brought Irate Alex in, he said, "Well, you're the one, charging these charges against me, so it's up to you to, the burden of proof is on you." Well, that doesn't work in my courtroom.
Ain't that fucking hilarious? You have to disprove a negative, sir.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Being honest.
But I mean, look, and it's going to sound mean, but that's the believer's MO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I don't even think it's the believer's MO. It's G-Man's MO.
Yeah, but he just does it louder and with much more excitement, enthusiasm. But that's the believer's argument. The minute you can say, look, there's no evidence to substantiate your claim, they say, well, a lack of evidence is the evidence, right? Disprove me. Well, you don't have any evidence. I can't disprove a lack of evidence, right? It's the same argument. He just does it. He does it with a lot of enthusiasm.
Well, the funny thing about this video in particular, the original docket that G-Man listed, it went the Geek Room and then the Drunken Peasants, and that very quickly turned into the Geek Room and TJ Kirk. Because TJ Kirk is no longer associated with the Drunken Peasants. So I guarantee you, if the Drunken Peasants contacted G-Man tomorrow to pop in on their stream, he'd be there in a fucking heartbeat.
Oh yeah, nuts all hanging out of his mouth.
He'd be there wearing fucking blackface, being a fucking minstrel show.
What a fucking kangaroo court.
All right, you want the last 8 minutes, Secular?
Yeah, we'll play it in the last 8 minutes. What the hell?
All right, here we go, kids.
All right.
Case closed.
Hey, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Irate Alex. I got him on the line right now. G-Man has a wife and a kid. He left for some smokes one day. Well, he better say that this is sarcasm or something. Really.
Great. What's her name? Give us the name. I mean, if she exists, give us the name. Give her a name. I mean, you told her good about that. Give us the name.
Very good at keeping my private life to myself. That's why knuckleheads don't know nothing. So
You keep your private life to yourself. That's why we know that you had an ex-wife, you have an autistic daughter, and everyone knows where you work.
Try to throw a shot at him. That's what I said.
No, you see, he was just doxxed. That's what happened.
By himself.
No, everyone else did it. He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it wasn't for the fact that he was live streaming for like 2 hours a day at his job, and he would walk outside and show the face of his store, which he still currently works at.
Behavior
or maybe like
for being as famous as True is, he should have a better audio system.
To make fun of him for the same things that he's making fun of other people, and so I think that what he should do is try to make it sure.
I'm seeing double right now.
Don't let these people get
Yeah, I know, right?
Right. But you said
I'm seeing two red Sherwoods.
Who's that loser?
It's
Who's
not
that
you.
loser on the bottom there? What the hell is that thing? Disgusting.
Who's this baby face son of a bitch?
Marriage, and it won't bring back my wife. I know that. She's
Getting
gone.
a smart thing to do because now you can take legal action against these people that.
Well, that's the beauty of this, man. That's the beauty of this. They're all in the outside chat laughing, saying they ain't never going to face a judge. They
I
ain't
am
never going
laughing.
to go to jail. They're in for
We're
a
all
shock.
laughing.
They're in for a shock. Because when I say something, I mean it. And
I'm sure you do.
It might take me 100 years, but by God, I will keep my word. Because that's how I roll. I keep my word.
That's
I
how
say
he
I'm gonna take you
rolls.
to jail. It might take me a while, but you will go to jail. I will see to it. It will be my bottom line.
You live in New Jersey one or something like that, man?
Huh? I used to live in New York. I used to live in New York.
No, you didn't.
You're a former New Yorker.
Well,
You were born in Ohio. You moved to Kentucky. You never lived in New York.
Tour of the United States.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So now, finally, I've been waiting for this story because he said there was two guys that were fucking New Jersey in a chat, and he was talking to them. I can't even remember when it was, where it was, but it was like a month and a half ago. And both of these guys had mentioned they're in Jersey. And that's when he was like, oh, yeah, I used to live there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then about a half hour later, there was a couple of guys talking about being in North Carolina because he said fucking New Bern, North Carolina. And I'm like, now hold on a second, because we're close enough to the same fucking age. And I was stationed in Havelock, the next town over, and New Bern is where all my fucking buddies live. So let me do some fucking homework on this one. I go start looking. He has a fucking uncle that lives in New Bern. See? So this like, my family lives there, that means I live there kind of weird bullshit that he talks. It's, yeah, God, he's such a fucking weirdo. Anyway, back to the story.
You're telling me that you're close to in age to Vaughn?
Yeah, I mean, when he was in high school, I was in the junior high school. We're close enough to the same age. Yeah.
So, like 6 years?
Yep.
Okay, I believe that.
Yep. You believe that?
I mean, you're more handsome.
I thought you said I was beautiful, man. Fuck you. I'm playing this video.
Worked for a while. I stayed in North Dakota for a while. I stayed in Michigan for a while.
North Dakota, where his clone is.
That was visiting. Okay, it wasn't part of staying. But I mean, I've been in several states. Now, ironically, the one state I did not go to was California because at the time it was so expensive to live there that it was just it just wasn't
I
financially
did.
feasible.
I was stationed there in the
But,
fucking Marine Corps.
yeah, I did basically kind of like a tour of the
This is where the story falls apart, and he's
some
just
states I
struggling.
had an ID, some I did not. But I got to see. I wanted to go out and see America. I wanted to see my country, and so I did. And so
Yeah, G-Man doesn't even care.
God, he's a fucking liar. He's such a liar. And do you think he still buys the shit? Or do you think when he says it, he's just like, that's some bullshit?
I mean, have you seen his BitTube account?
Yeah, I guess. BitChute or whatever the fuck it is.
No, BitTube, where he's doing his fucking racing shit.
I thought that was on BitChute.
No,
No, there's two. There's two different channels. So BitChute is where he does his weird conspiracy kind of gab kind of shit, his fucked up videos. And then BitTube.tv is where he does his unboxings.
Okay,
And
so now, I had never
guess
really
what
noticed.
happened a couple weeks ago? Fresh unboxing.
Oh, I did. Yeah. See, here's the deal. That's why I didn't realize it was two different things. Because the only time I ever look at it is when one of you beautiful motherfuckers posts it in the chat in the THN, and I happen to see it, and I'm like, well, now what's the fucking retard doing? So, okay, good to know. And I can't do 4 more minutes of that, Rolo. I'm sorry, buddy.
All right, let's shut her down. Shut her down. Shut her down. Cut her.
I'm gonna close that fucking tab. It's gone. I don't know how to unstop the screen. There we go. There's a minus. Bam. Okay, I fixed it.
Yeah, I do think that Irate Alex really put G-Man in his place and told him I want nothing to do with you. Because for whatever reason, G-Man is convinced that Irate Alex is an atheist. I don't know if he is. He's never proclaimed that he is. It's the fact that he went after Shani. Because Shani's a fucking disgusting person.
I want to know about Red Shot.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how's it going, bud?
He's a
I'm doing all
kid
right.
with glasses.
I like kids with glasses. I'm
All
gonna
right.
check it out. I'm just a fucking kid with glasses, man.
Nah,
So,
Red Shot's a fairly intelligent kid. Although he doesn't study
sure,
biology or Scientology or sociology. You're not on G-Man's level, kid. I'm sorry.
Darn. I feel sad
I mean,
now.
none of us
I wanted
are.
to be on his level.
I'm sorry.
I would want to be on his level, but I think it's too impossible. Too impossible. Not just impossible, but too impossible.
Is it okay if I just call you Red?
I can dream. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Red,
Cool.
Red Shot, you know.
Red, would you do me a
That would
favor?
never feel possible.
Get that fucking microphone closer to your mouth, man.
Yeah, you're
Whatever
kind
you
of
have
quiet.
to do.
There we are. Is that
Considerably better, thank
Good.
you. I kept having to turn you up to hear you, and then fucking Wilson would come in here and
sorry? It's
thanks, buddy.
Bluetooth headphones. Apparently not good headphones.
Hey, look, man, it's nothing personal, Celeste. Just because it happened to you don't mean it happens to everybody. But I like it when bitches wear my t-shirts and my underwear. Just saying.
All right, so speaking of fucking t-shirts,
Ooh.
the fucking video that G-Man put out today that didn't get fucking deleted, that thing has to have been one of Shani's old t-shirts.
Was it a 10?
It's a big ass fucking t-shirt. And two, the neck on that thing is stretched out to no end.
Probably smells like cat piss too.
Rolo, you okay if I share the link?
God.
If you, what's that?
If I share the link, you cool?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Like the only other explanation I can come up with is if G-Man had stolen one of Ken Jones's old t-shirts.
Oh, well, I don't have a wrench, so it's not a fucking link, but it's a copy of the URL.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I'm more than sure that he stole one of Ken's t-shirts. Like, look how big they are on him. Like, his normal t-shirts are really big on him, so he probably stole some off Ken's.
Ken's a hard person to dislike.
Yeah, that's true. He's
Like
fairly nice.
He's a fairly genuine person, and he might be leaning more towards like the BHI leanings. Who knows? But yeah, Ken has always been a fairly likable person.
Just, wonder how he wound up being friends with G-Man. That's an interesting tale. I want to hear.
The story I've gathered is that Ken was one of the people that he looked after G-Man in Jersey and basically stopped him from catching an ass beating.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I've heard from several sources that G-Man does have like a select group of people that look after him, and they make sure that he doesn't get like mugged. That's why he makes his, that's why he makes his videos at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like in a park or at a graveyard, screaming into his phone.
Yeah, those are great places to make videos at 3 in the morning. Parks and graveyards. wonder if he ever got cops called on doing that.
He almost did because he was threatening to piss on Rev's mom's grave.
See, that's bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I
The
remember
only
him.
videos I make at 3 o'clock in the morning are at your mom's house. It's bullshit. I don't care if your name's Yor or not. One of you knows exactly who I'm talking to.
I was just checking the time.
You say you're checking the time.
Yeah, dirty old Vaughn Hilton. So as I said, I do have the removed second hangout that happened that night, the stream that happened after that debacle, which I actually think is more lulzy. It was the one I was planning on actually featuring tonight. So I think what I'm going to do for people that are still out there listening, I think rather than try to launch another hangout and try it again, I'm just going to wait till Monday night. I might just do it as an OBS and just do it direct to YouTube or something, because it's worth going over, folks. There's gold. If you didn't get to see it, it's there's even the conversation is expanded, and it's just the dumb just comes pouring out like an ever flowing stream. There's gold in there.
I
So
will say that, like, bless Christina Blackfeather. Like, she tried to rein him in.
I mean, they're talking about people in zoos, and it just goes nutty. Sits sideways.
When it comes to cancer, like, he's claiming, like, I see Christina Blackfeather in the chat, but I don't see you hopping in here, and then there's no fucking link.
I think the highlights from what I remember with Vaughn Hilton, because that's all I'm going to cover. I'm not going to cover the 4-hour fucking chinwag fest of G-Man. The Vaughn Hilton parts are the gold. But what was it that what was it? Oh yeah, Shanny. Now he claims that Shanny and Rev owe him money. Because
he's been saying that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's really pushing this fucking, they owe, and fucking, he also, when they were talking about natives, which Mr. Vaughn Hilton, Mr. 175,000% Cherokee, never been on a res in his life, takes any opportunity to brag about his native lineage. When they were talking about fucking indigenous people being put in fucking zoos and that, and they're talking about fucking native people, he's like, yeah, they usually live on reses. They, them, the natives. I thought that was funny. Not a red bone like him.
I'm just quite happy that none of those fucking revolvers that Vaughn Hilton owns, there's not a fucking bullet in any of them.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
He might be on vacation, but he's not making income.
So are the family courts still closed over the COVID shit down there?
Yeah. I know, at least as far as his kids are concerned, that got pushed back to May.
Yeah. There's nothing he could do even if he wanted to, Paulie.
That's crazy. Up here, they did a fucking state order or some shit, that family court was one of them that they kept open, but they only did it under certain circumstances, right? Like, for instance, an endangerment case or something like that. Only if it was warranted as it has to be done. So I'm thinking that if I were to take kids out of somebody's house and put them in someone else's house where they were safe, it's not an emergency, right? Like, the judge clearly has to see this as they're perfectly fine where they're at. Fuck you.
Well, you're assuming that Vaughn knows where his kids are.
No, I don't. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure that he has not reached out to the foster program to visit with those kids. I'm 100% positive of it. But he could, unless there's an endangerment, right?
Kind of the same reason why the district attorney won't speak to him.
I very rarely say the word hate because I think it's just so nasty and dirty. But I really unlike him a lot.
like, I dislike Vaughn. I have no problem saying that. Like, I don't like him. But at the same time, now that his kids are gone, I hope he lives forever.
Yeah, miserably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to go, buddy. You lost your 20-something, fairly attractive, fucking petite, nymphomaniac, fucking bisexual, and you lost your kids. Well done. Good work out of you.
Yeah, but from his perspective, he's winning, right? That's why he's making these videos saying ever since he's taken this pagan path, it's just everything's working out great for him. He got rid of, it's just like starting new. He's got a new source of income. He doesn't need those damn kids, right? Because now he's into Ma's purse. And to him, she's a millionaire, so he's going to live forever on that. He can get himself, he'll be a millionaire. He can get himself another 20-year-old handicapped girl and breed her. But he won't have to because he doesn't need checks.
Before that, before G-Man stream had started, he was in there in the chat trying to hit up Sabella. Sabella fucking hates G-Man with a fucking passion because G-Man constantly goes over the fact that Sabella can't have kids.
That's a pretty fucked up thing to bring up.
It really is. And I finally found out the one fucking sock that I have that isn't blocked on G-Man's channel, and I brought up, well, G-Man does have a tendency to, bring up Jade, who has been dead for about 3 or 4 years. Vaughn agreed, like, you should never go after the dead. I'm like, yeah, the way I was brought up, if you go after the dead, my grandmother would give me 5 across the eyes. You don't spit on the dead. Then Vaughn amended his statement. Well, you never go after the dead unless it's well needed.
Yeah, unless he hurt his feelings in the YouTube video, then it's okay. Sorry, Paulie, go ahead.
No, you're totally on base there. Fucking A, secular. Touch a couple of things in the chat. Number one, Mr. U, thanks again for reminding me once this calendar year that we do have the kids, Laela, Jeremiah, and the other one to remember. If no one heard that quote, that's real shit. And as far as the money goes, here's and I've given this a lot of thought the past few weeks because I have nothing to do but think about things. If the system there, the judicial family court system within systems, is as broken as I think it is, and it's going through this shit where they've shut down courts, that means there's not court orders happening for financial shit the way it should. It might take a few months to get through, which means that my speculation is he claimed all 3 of those kids for this stimulus shit, and he's still getting the fucking checks, even though they're in foster care, because foster gets paid out of a different fund, and foster parents do get paid, just so everybody is aware of that. But it doesn't, it's not all one bank account, right? There's separate accounts payable and receivables going on. So the chances are he's got that fucking money. Now here's the rub.
As the Bard would say.
Right. Here's the rub. That's enough monies that he does not have to claim any taxes on it, but that's enough income that he has to report it to the state disbursement office that pays him the aid for the kid. Now, when they get the findings at the end of the calendar year that he collected these funds and didn't report it, that is probably when it'll get fixed. So like if the kids never come back, it's going to be several months before they catch up with him. And by then, it's fraudulent and it could be a felony, and that's fun.
You think he cares?
I don't think he's smart enough to figure it out.
He's got Doug Benj behind him.
Did you just say Menji?
Doug Benj.
No, I was joking. It's Menj.
the greatest lawyer in Kentucky.
Right.
When
yeah.
it comes to divorce. That or Mr. White.
Mr. White's a badass. I mean, he took care of me. I clearly went away. Sean, well, I shouldn't say Sean. Sean just chose to walk away from all the shit. But, yeah. He chose way later, though, than Mr. White got us there.
Well, folks, I think I'm going to shut her down. Leslie's just put out an announcement that GTV is live and Vaughn is in the chat.
Oh,
it's hot.
goddamn.
It's hot, folks. It's hot. If you want it live and interactive, see, to the 29 people who stayed, this is what you get, right? The best is always at the end. So with that, I think I'm going to shut it down again. I think I'm going to do a special live stream Monday to make up for the technical difficulties tonight. And I got some gold over there I want to check out. So keep your eye open for that. So yeah, let's all go over and see what low hanging fruit we can pluck.
Let's see Vaughn drop the band hammer on everyone.
Yeah, I might just sit back and watch, not say too much, but yeah. And thank you everybody for sticking it out and watching the show and helping out. And we'll see you over on the other side, Bizarro World.
Good job, Paulie.
Yeah, thanks, Paulie. Talk to you later, guys.
Hey, thanks, man. I did everything I could.